Wow, Mr. Bergman. You're not very good at this.
Yeah, well, you messed me up.
What do you mean?
It was your fault.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you playing?
I'm playing Tetris.
Why are you playing Tetris?
Tetris is like the ultimate game.
Yeah, so I used to play this on Nintendo, the original Nintendo.
I am sucking at this. Oh. Hey! I got one. Tetris is a cool game.
Yeah, so why are we playing Tetris on the chemistry lesson?
Because we're going to be talking about tetrahedral substances. I got to forget the up. It's
so
up.
So Tetris.
Tetris.
Hey, what does Tetra mean?
Well, Tetra means 4, and something interesting about this is that
Tetris
all of the Tetris pieces
have
have 4 boxes.
Oh,
hey,
look at that. You're amazing.
I'm finally figuring out the interface of this. It's not like it was in the old days.
On the Game Boy?
See,
I had an original Game Boy, too.
Game Boys?
Yeah,
That's
original.
Kind of old school,
Original
Mr.
Game Boy.
Oh, I got it. Good.
Nah!
Look at that.
Okay.
I'm amazing.
We should probably do some chemistry.
Probably should talk chemistry now. I'm
Yeah.
getting into the game, though. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right.
Yep.
So today we're going to talk about molecular compounds. And, of course, we wanted to talk to you about the Greek prefixes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what this page is. Hey, this is one of those push pause pages.
And write it down.
Hey, if there is one substance, it's mono. 2 is di. 3 is tri. Do triathlons, swim, bike, run. 3 events. Tetra, like Tetris.
Tetris.
Yeah, penta, like 5. There's 5-sided, like a pentagon. Pentagon is a building. I was there this summer. Hexa, 6. Hepta, 7. You can go to a heptathlon. It's an Olympic event. Octa, like an octopus, 8. Nana is 9. I don't know why, but it is. And deca, like a decathlon.
Or a decade.
A decade, yeah. So it's at 10. So write those down, okay? Now, the good news about this whole business is that we want to learn how to name
molecular or covalent compounds. Same thing.
Now, actually, we should make a quick note about this. What types of elements are we talking about when we do this? Okay, so this is important that we understand that this only applies to what types of elements?
Non-metals.
Now, non-metals, there's not too many non-metals we're talking about here, guys. It's just these characters over here. And actually, we can kind of exclude the last column because they never react with anything. And actually, there's one additional thing. Hydrogen over here is also considered a non-metal. So it's just like boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, bromine, so this group right here.
Yeah.
That's it. And so when they get together, they have a different set of naming rules.
They do. So the very first thing before you start naming something is figure out what kind of compound you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Is it ionic or is it covalent?
So if it's covalent, you're going to use what I'm going to call the Greek system, where you use Greek prefixes, mono, di, tri. And in the ionic, like we just got done,
it's the Roman system.
It's the Roman system.
It's the Roman numerals.
Okay, so now here we have P2O5. Now in P2O5, if you find P and O, they're both non-metals. All right, so both non-metals. We're going to now use the Greek naming system. The good news is that it really makes sense. Most students love this system.
These are easy.
So this would be di.
Because there's a 2
there's
there.
There's 2 of them. So that now the Roman numeral isn't. We don't have a Roman because it's
Right.
Greek. Diphosphorus.
Right. Just give it the regular element name on the first compound.
All right. And then it'll be
penta.
That's pentoxide.
Pentoxide, right.
Actually, oxide's kind of a weird thing. You don't say pentaoxide. You try to not have 2 vowels together, except like with iodide, because you can't really say pent.
Yeah, if you put pentaoxide, no one's going to slap you on the wrist for it either.
All right, and now in 4O10.
4 is tetra.
So this is that tetra we just did at the beginning. Tetranitrogen.
Again, the first element, you just give it its regular name.
And the second element gets the IDE ending.
And 10 is deca, but it's oxide. We'll say dec oxide.
We're doing oxides, it looks like. They don't always have to be oxides, but these 3 are, it looks like. And this will be difluorine. Fluorine. Now what do you do with the O?
Well, it's 1, so it's mono.
It's a monoxide.
Yeah, monoxide.
See, these are really easy. Most students, this is just uber easy. Now let's go the other direction. Carbon monoxide. Now it says carbon, so carbon monoxide. Mm-hmm. So that means there's 1 carbon. Mono means 1, so that's
1
CO.
Yeah.
Now don't get that confused with CO. These are not the same.
No.
This is the element cobalt, which is a metal.
Little O.
And this is carbon monoxide.
Big C, big O. So those of you who write in all caps all the time.
Doesn't work in chemistry.
Don't.
Yeah. All right. Tetraphosphorus.
Tetra means 4.
Phosphorus is P.
Yep.
Tetra is 4. Dec oxide, I think we've seen this.
O10.
O10.
Didn't we just do that on the last page?
Yeah, well, we did it in the other direction, so
That's
I guess it's a new
okay.
problem. Nitrogen triiodide.
Nitrogen is N,
So N, I,
and tri means 3.
3.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Now, I noticed something. There's no mono in front of nitrogen. It's not mononitrogen triiodide,
Yeah.
and it's not monocarbon monoxide.
Yeah, if
Why
you
is
have
that?
if you have the first element, it's redundant to say monocarbon monoxide.
So they just drop the mono.
You just drop the mono if the first element is
if there's only one of them.
There's only one
Can
of
we
them.
do an example where we have the formula and we go to the name?
sure. How about we do OF2?
Okay, OF2. Okay, so normally I would put mono oxygen because there's one
Then
oxygen.
you can't do that because it's just one O.
But we don't like to start the first one with mono. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so
okay,
that's
so
just
it's oxygen
difluoride.
fluoride. Okay, so if the first element there's only one, we don't put the mono. But if there's only one of the second one, we do put the mono.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's it, guys. Short podcast. All right. Well, you're almost done with the unit.
Yay.
Woo!